Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Former WWE head writer Vince Russo spoke about Seth Rollins missing this week's Raw. The star has been sidelined with an injury. Raw general manager Adam Pearce opened the show this week and was interrupted by The Vision and Paul Heyman. He informed everyone that he was stripping Rollins of the World Heavyweight Championship. Pearce told Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed that their attack on Rollins last week aggravated the champ's injury and he needed surgery. He then managed to get the title from Breaker and walked out. During a recent episode of Legion of Raw, Russo exposed an inconsistency in the storyline. He pointed out that the Vision was claiming that the spear from Breaker followed by Reed's tsunami put Seth Rollins on the shelf. However, Heyman also spoke about Seth's shoulder, which was injured during the crown jewel match against Cody Rhodes. The veteran writer was confused with the angle and questioned what exactly had happened to the former champion. They did two very weird things tonight. First, Heyman said, Seth Rollins is not here tonight because of what this man did and what that man did, talking about the tsunami and the spear. Then he later went on in the same promo to talk about his bum shoulder. So it's like, what is it, bro? Did they put him out? Guys, you gotta get your stories straight, man, Russo said. Adam Pearce announced that a new champion would be crowned at the new Saturday night's main event. He booked a battle royal to determine CM Punk's opponent for the match. Jey Uso won the battle royal this week and will face Punk at the PLE to crown the new World Heavyweight Champion. Pretty Ush is a WWE news writer for Sportskeeda Wrestling who started watching wrestling in the later part of the Attitude Era. Although he holds a bachelor's degree in engineering, Pretty Ush was a creative writer for his college, and his flair for creativity and love of pro wrestling eventually led him to the journalism field. After an initial stint in 2016 to 2017, he has been writing regularly for Sportskeeda since 2021. As someone who loves and respects the business, he prides himself on factual, clean, and ethical reporting, free of plagiarism and AI usage. One of the ways he ensures this is by transcribing videos that he reports on. Pretty Ush had the privilege of interviewing superstar Matt Hardy in his career so far. Although his favorite wrestler is CM Punk, as he relates to his straight-edge philosophy. When he is not reporting news, he loves reading and collecting WWE action figures. He currently owns over 500 wrestling figures and merchandise. Seth Rollins' absence from WWE Monday Night Raw has once again stirred up a storm of speculation and concern among wrestling fans around the world. The former World Heavyweight Champion has been one of WWE's most consistent and dependable performers for over a decade. Yet his recent disappearance from television has left many wondering if something bigger is brewing behind the scenes. Rollins, known for his relentless work ethic, charisma, and unmatched in-ring ability, is rarely kept off TV without reason, which has made his absence all the more noticeable. Fans expected the Visionary to play a key role on this week's Raw, especially after his name was linked to several ongoing storylines, but when he didn't appear, social media lit up with theories about WWE's creative direction and whether the company is struggling to maintain momentum without him. Now a respected wrestling veteran has spoken out, revealing what he believes is a major flaw in WWE's storytelling approach that Rollins' absence has exposed, and his comments have left fans both worried and intrigued. The veteran, who has seen multiple eras of WWE unfold, pointed out that Rollins' absence not only weakens Raw's main event picture but also highlights how heavily WWE relies on certain stars to carry entire storylines. Seth Rollins is one of the most vital pieces of WWE's current product, the veteran explained in an exclusive conversation. When he's gone, the show feels different, and that's not a good sign. A strong wrestling company should have multiple acts capable of stepping up when a top star is away. Right now, it feels like WWE hasn't fully built that depth. His words cut to the heart of a long-standing criticism about WWE's creative process. For years, the company has been accused of over-focusing on a select few main eventers while neglecting to develop fresh faces capable of leading the brand in their absence. Rollins' missing presence on Raw perfectly embodies that concern. The void he leaves behind is not easily filled. Seth Rollins has been the face of Raw for years, especially after Roman Reigns transitioned into a part-time schedule and Cody Rhodes moved between brands. His character, the Visionary, became a cornerstone of WWE programming, captivating audiences with a unique blend of flamboyant charisma and world-class wrestling. But with Rollins reportedly nursing ongoing knee issues and taking limited time off to recover, WWE seems to be feeling the ripple effects. Instead of seamlessly shifting focus to another top star, fans are noticing that Raw's main event scene feels slightly disjointed. The show still features big names like Drew McIntyre, Gunther, and Damian Priest, but the emotional connection that Rollins consistently brings to his feuds seems missing. The wrestling veteran further elaborated that WWE's issue isn't simply Rollins' absence, but rather how poorly the creative team has adapted to it. When you lose a guy like Seth, the show shouldn't crumble, it should evolve, he said. But instead it feels like WWE didn't plan for this scenario. They depend too much on a small circle of talent to keep things running. That's not sustainable in the long term. His comments raise a critical question. Has WWE become too reliant on its established stars at the expense of elevating new ones? With Rollins out, the company has an opportunity to push underutilized talent like Chad Gable, Ricochet, or Braun Breaker, but that transition hasn't been executed convincingly. The storytelling feels stagnant, and the audience can sense it. Fans online have echoed this sentiment. Hashtags like #WhereIsRollins and #WeMissTheVisionary trended on X, formerly Twitter, during and after Raw, with many expressing frustration over the lack of explanation for his absence. WWE has remained unusually quiet about the situation, offering no on-screen update or official statement regarding Rollins' status. This silence has only amplified fan curiosity and fueled speculation. Some believe Rollins is being strategically kept off TV to build anticipation for a major return storyline, possibly leading into Survivor Series or Royal Rumble season. Others, however, suspect that WWE simply doesn't know how to creatively handle his temporary absence without weakening the overall narrative flow. The wrestling veteran's critique also points to a larger issue: WWE's struggle to maintain long-term story continuity when its top-tier stars are unavailable. When you look at the old days, he said, guys like Stone Cold Steve Austin or The Rock could miss weeks, and the show would still thrive because WWE had strong mid-card feuds that kept fans hooked. Now, if someone like Rollins or Reigns misses time, there's a noticeable drop in energy. That shows a creative imbalance. He's not wrong. While WWE has made great strides under Triple H's leadership, certain aspects of the company's storytelling still depend on the same formula. Build one major storyline around a few elite performers while others float aimlessly until they're needed. Rollins' absence has exposed that imbalance more clearly than ever. The timing of his disappearance is also interesting. As WWE moves toward its next major events, including Survivor Series, War Games, fans were expecting Rollins to be heavily involved. Reports had hinted that he might reunite with former Shield brother Cody Rhodes or even lead a team into War Games. With his absence, however, those plans may have been delayed or scrapped entirely. Some insiders believe WWE is keeping Rollins off TV intentionally to surprise fans with a return in a high-stakes environment, possibly aligning with a shocking heel turn or a blockbuster rivalry. If true, that could explain the silence. WWE loves creating speculation, and Rollins' mysterious disappearance certainly accomplishes that. Still, the wrestling veteran emphasized that even if Rollins' absence is storyline-driven, WWE's handling of it has been sloppy. There's a difference between mystery and confusion, he said. Right now, fans aren't intrigued, they're frustrated. A good mystery makes people talk about what's next. Bad communication makes them question what's going on. His assessment touches on a key aspect of wrestling storytelling: transparency. WWE has mastered the art of suspense, but when suspense turns into uncertainty without payoff, fan engagement can backfire.